Hey YouTube, this is Anime in Distress, and today we'll be talking about the future of One Piece and how we've gotten another puzzle and what will happen in the future, as Oda Sensei has said that it will be only about 100 volumes, so we can expect about 1,000 chapters. So that seems a little weird because I don't think they can finish the entire arc. Maybe they can. I don't know, but the end really could this final arc be the final arc of One Piece? It seems highly unlikely, but who knows what goes on in that great man's brain. So starting off, what I think will happen in the upcoming chapters of One Piece. First of all, we will get another glimpse of what happened to Big Mom, because she just slipped off of the fish and then she fell. But we don't know. Well, we just know she fell, but we don't 100% know if she fell in the water or if someone saved her afterwards, or there might have been someone that could have saved her. She could use some kind of power that we don't know about to save herself and disguise herself, because right now she has the element of surprise. I think she's not an idiot, so she'll try to attack Kaido or Luffy or whatever, and even though judging by her size, no, nothing bad about it, but as about her size, I don't think it'll be easy, right? It won't be easy. It'll be very difficult because she's a pretty crazy monster. And then you look at her children; they're not even powerful as her, right? And that's weird. Anyway, so I think she'll come back. And now here's the thing: I think because we're thinking, because remember when the Marines were looking at how Shanks and Whitebeard met, there was a big commotion. I think there's another motion, but looking by psychology, he's like, it's not our concern. But what I think is that he'll send someone to look after. I think it might be Fujitora, because he's not allowed to enter any base because he doesn't really care about Fujitora. It seems from what he's done, he doesn't seem to care about most people. Maybe we might see Kobe back, because since he likes adventuring. You're like, oh cool, Luffy's there, everyone's there, let's go to Wano arc, right? Well, secondly, what we can expect from this is that a big alliance that Luffy's gonna have. Since I read somewhere that we will understand Oden Kozuki's like backstory and who this person was, and he died 20 years ago, and then how he lived, and how he died, and all this stuff, because we need to know this, because there needs to be context. Like, if you just look at our context, like, why does Luffy care that this is crazy, this person died and now they're all suffering? And, why does it matter to him? Everyone's not suffering, and it's not fair, right? You can't jump. The fairness is something that's very rarely found, and I think that fairness really comes from people who are like fair. Here's the thing. That's what my belief is. If the leader of a nation is fair, right, is a good person, then the rest of the nation will be better for it, right? And because he's basically like this. He basically sums up the nation. The leader of the nation sums up the nation. So, for example, Donald Trump sums up all America. Maybe not 100% of America, but a large portion of it. Since I don't think from looking at from Donald Trump outside of it, from the U.S., is that like he's trying to protect his country. I can understand that, right? From all the bad things that are happening around the world. We might think that he's doing extreme, but he generally, I think, he's doing extreme things, but and unnecessary things. But I think that he hit it at his heart. He's trying to save, the American people, and I think that we shouldn't judge people because of that, because we really don't know what we would have done. Because here's the thing: as if we go look at, for example, Death Note. Death Note is by far my favorite anime of all time. Now look at that, and look at Light Young with me. Look at how normal he was. Remember he lost his memory the first time, and how he was so normal. As soon as he got his memories back, he became evil, devious, with all that power and that Death Note, right? So we don't know what happened when someone gets Death Note. Not like his father, he wouldn't kill even though he had a Death Note, right? There are people that can't be corrupted by power, but a vast majority can, and I think that is what happened. Itself, what happened to the current Orochi, the current shogun of Wano. Looking at that, we can see instead, because he has gained all this power, he's become corrupt, right? He didn't have his power, he wanted his power, and now his power, and he's gone corrupt, right? For example, now that we know that he's corrupt, like, what is he gonna do? We need to figure out why this guy's corrupt, because I feel like we need to feel sorry for him as well, because in Death Note we feel sorry for Light and L and all of the characters. We don't. It's like we don't like hate L. I mean, we don't just hate Light. Like, he's a pretty good character. Now, since judging from that, now we should go back and take a look at Wano Arc and what's happening right now. So we now know that Kaido's there. That this is happening. Big Mom's here, almost here. Yeah, she's here. We know that there is Luffy in the dungeon with a useless kid. Secondly, we know that Trafalgar Law is here, X-Trix here, the Hawkins is here. Now, judging from this, what I feel like what might happen is it's gonna be unlike the Tea Party, because right now the element of surprise is gonna be on Luffy, completely switched apart from what it was before. Because before it was like, for example, Luffy was the one that was going to make a surprise, but now he's going to be the one who's surprised once he sees all this company. Now, this might be a shit show, like complete shit show for Luffy. They might as well get annihilated, but I feel like the Marines might do something, and like when Luffy like about to be completely destroyed by Kaido and Big Mom, like maybe the Marines show up and start helping. When Kaido and Big Mom see that, maybe Sakazuki, Fujitora, Sengoku, and like all these big people, like even all of them there, they'll probably back off because they know that they can't fight them all. Because Garp, Sengoku, even if they are weaker, they're still strong, right? Like do you remember Jack? Right? Jack thought he could take on to Admiral and former I don't know, like this guy he couldn't, like there's no possible way. I mean, remember how many days he fought Nirashi and I forgot the guy's name, and there was a stalemate. But this guy, they got destroyed by them. Like they didn't really care. They just destroyed his ship. They really didn't want a big fight. So now going back to this, we know that it's gonna be a big fight, and then that fight happens. They're fighting, and then a certain part, certain time passes, and they're completely fighting, and then maybe Blackbeard shows up or Shank shows up, right? And in order to break up this fight, because they don't want this fight to happen in Wano. Maybe because this Wano will join the world government. It could be that they might join one join, or maybe they're like, no, we don't want to join because because Momo's gonna become the shogun of Wano. Who the hell is the emperor then? Yeah, he might just become the emperor. Yeah. What's happening next? I feel after that happens is that we need to know what happens to Reverie, like because my own belief is that we might go back to Reverie when the next week we might go back to Reverie and see, because we know that the Revolutionary Army will attack, right? But we don't really know what really happened, right? So like they just know the attack, but what happened and what Shanks talked about, what does Insama look like, and what's happening, like because every arc is so packed with so many damn ass clues, like what like it was like some kind of freaking crazy, like it was like the room, like that passion. They're like such a good movie. But I mean, I can't believe this is happening. I mean, for example, this One Piece arc right now, like it's so I love it. Like it's like impossible. Like I mean, like I'm so mesmerized by these characters. I mean, can't believe them. Like whenever I hear like, oh, I didn't want to work hard. Like really, it like makes me happy. Like found something that he gets all the time, and he doesn't, he getting tired or anything. He just loves it. And you know what? I love it. He's looking outside like, whoa. this is one thing we gotta focus, right? This is focus. I mean, he loves his work, and I love reviewing his stuff, and I love talking about One Piece. Just I really like how these little details, that just get fought. Shanks, and that's why one of his left arm is gone. This is a reference to Shanks losing his own arm, trying to save Luffy. I don't know, and I feel that Shanks doing that literally tells you he will kill. That subliminally tells us that he's willing to kill people if they get in his way, right? So Luffy and Shanks might team up. We know that Blackbeard's weakness is literally his literal weakness is the same weakness Luffy has. It's literally swords. I feel like Blackbeard having all that. I feel like Blackbeard should be defeated, even though I feel like they might try to make Luffy game. What I want is that Blackbeard is defeated by Shanks, because I feel like they haven't believed that Shanks has any devil fruit powers, or we don't know any of them. And we found out during his fight with Whitebeard that one of his weaknesses is that even though he can suck in all those powers, right, nullify them, he doesn't actually have a power itself, right? He is volatile to sharp objects. That's why he got the Guruguru no Mi to be able to become his offense and defense, right? I don't think he might have mastered the Guruguru no Mi, but even if he has, we really know that Shanks is powerful, and he could probably take it on. Here's the thing here. Every single devil fruit has a weakness. Guruguru no Mi must have a weakness. And I mean, in a sense that there might be some kind of other devil fruit that Shanks can, might have searched for it, that could nullify or give him a extremely good chance of when fighting with Blackbeard. That could be another thing, right? He could have gotten that and dealt that. In the sense that we're not too sure about Roger's devil fruit. It might be that Shanks might have try to find what Roger's devil fruit was. We don't know, but if he had found, because if you remember, Roger was able to fight on par with Whitebeard with the Guruguru and whatever the hell he had. He could have found that, and now the easiest way to nullify his other devil fruit is literally hockey. Hockey can destroy, right? Because it can only nullify. It's basically like water. Okay? That no food fall in water, they can't move. But you can still, chop it with water or whatever. With swords, I feel like a sword could be used in a fight against Blackbeard. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.